What is up, guys? CajunMinecraft here, and we need to talk. There has been another massacre of police officers in Baton Rouge this time. And that's even closer to home than in Dallas. That's 3 or 4 hours up the road from me. And I just don't get it. I'm going to talk about my opinion on the Baton Rouge, Alton Sterling shooting, the Falcon Heights shooting in Minnesota, the Dallas shooting, and this latest Baton Rouge shooting. All in all, over these 4 shootings, 10 people have died? 10. 3 today, so far. And this is July 17th that I'm recording this. I haven't read up much on the Baton Rouge story. I just got home from going shopping for clothes for school. Now let me just open with this. 10 dead. What was it? 5 in Dallas, 3 here, so that's 8, and then Alton Sterling and the Falcon Heights citizen. I forgot his name. Sorry. I just can't remember it at the top of my head at the moment. But it's crazy. Now let me open with this. If you are stopped by a police officer, no matter if they're black, white, yellow, orange, freaking rainbow, I don't know. I don't care their skin color. Just do what they ask you. Do what they ask you, you won't get shot. Now, with Alton Sterling and the Falcon Heights shooting, the Baton Rouge and the Falcon Heights shooting, the citizen shootings, from the video, they looked senseless. But we don't know what happened beforehand. I saw a video on Facebook yesterday of this guy pulled out his phone, recorded 2 officers, forcing someone down, like forcing him down on his stomach, fighting with him, and he's like, they're using what's it called? They're brutalizing him. But if you go on the officer's body cams, you see it was a very peaceful arrest until the citizen goes ahead and stupidly tries to punch one of the cops. So, in that case, that guy who recorded the video didn't know what had happened beforehand. And in this case, for the Alton Sterling and the Falcon Heights shooting, we don't know what happened beforehand. We only saw the aftermath. Because, very, very coincidentally, that's when the cameras come out. Now, for the Alton Sterling and Falcon Heights shooting still, yes, maybe it was a little overpowering. Maybe they could have shot somewhere else. Also, there was another shooting that I forgot to mention that I heard on the Philip DeFranco show, but that was more a suicide by cop. So I'm not gonna add that one in there. But that is also sad. I'm not going to say that that's not sad, but it's not as important as these other two. But the Dalton Sterling shooting, Baton Rouge and Falcon Heights shooting. Okay. Let me start off. I'm going to say Alton Sterling for the Alton Sterling Baton Rouge shooting, and I'm going to say Baton Rouge for the Baton Rouge cop shooting that happened today. Alright, so Alton Sterling and Falcon Heights shootings. Like I said, we don't know what happened before the camera started rolling. And in Falcon Heights video, you could tell the officer was very upset. Now, if these officers think something is going to happen, they don't have time to wait and see, oh, is he going to pull a gun on me? Oh, is he going to do this? Oh, is he going to do that? That's why whenever you're going for something, you say, hey, officer, I'm going for this. You keep your hands up. And you slowly do whatever you're going for. Now, Dallas. That was tragic. Baton Rouge. Tragic. But all because of what? Because black people have had enough of getting shot. Because most of the time, yes, I will agree, it is black people that get shot by cops. Now, is it always white people, white cops that shoot them all the time? No. That's only the stories you hear about. What about the black cops that shoot the white people? Never hear about that. Or what about the white cops that shoot the white people, or the black cops that shoot the black people? You only heard about the white people that get shot by the white cops because of the suicide by a cop that I was telling you about earlier. Other than that, you don't hear about those stories because the mainstream media wants you to hear racism and gun violence and gun laws. I'm trying to think of something, but I hear some music in the background that I want to singing along in my head, but I can't think. Sorry about that. But like I said, I haven't read into the Baton Rouge shooting as much, or heard about Baton Rouge shooting as much. I just saw it was trending. I figured something happened. Then we go out to eat, and they have TVs there, and they're trying to change it to some soccer championship or whatever on a local news station, and they turn it on, and it says breaking news: 3 officers shot, or 3 officers dead, 3 officers shot, and some injured, I think. And my dad went and read an article. Some dude just opened fire on police officers. Like, this isn't GTA. Why are you doing this? And it goes back to what I said earlier, because black people are tired of getting shot by police officers. Now, what are they? Why do they get to do this? Because they are getting mistreated, in quotation marks. What say do they have to do this? Why not peacefully protest instead of going around and just killing more people? What does that solve? Nothing. Because then we're going to go into another civil war, which I've said before on Twitter. That this is eventually going to lead to another civil war. It's going to be either pro-gun versus anti-gun, or white people versus black people, or cops versus citizens. And it's not going to end well. And I don't like an America where we're at the brink of civil war, where we're basically at civil war, you know? But sadly, no one's going to realize that until it happens. No one is going to realize that it will happen until it happens. And that's the sad thing about America today. Now, these officers were shot brutally. But, dang, I hadn't touched my screen in so long, it was going out. But I am sure that I'm not going to go into that. I'm sure these shooters are respected by some sick community, like the Black Panther Party or some other Black Power organization. But I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I don't agree with all this violence. I mean, I agree with if you need to use excessive force in certain situations, you need to use excessive force for police officers, but not for citizens. Citizens shouldn't be just... I'm not saying they are allowed, but they shouldn't be able to just go around and shoot police officers just on the spot. Now, I'm not saying take away guns, because that's not the answer. Australia has taken away guns. Shit hasn't worked for them. And I don't think background checks are going to work either. To be honest, I don't have a solution. I really don't have a solution. But I think that's where we're going to end today's Let's Talk video. My prayers, and yours also, should go out to the families of Alton Sterling and Falcon Heights victims, because his wife or his girlfriend was in the car with him along with his daughter. Also, your prayers and condolences should also go out to them too, but to the Baton Rouge police officers that have died and the Dallas police officers that have died and their families as well. And just take some time today to remember all that police officers have done for you. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it, guys. See you later.